ground. Usually, what, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Cook. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6, 7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford, left side caught by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Bradford now to throw on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Bradford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. When the Vikings get down this way, they start looking for number 82. Rudolph had 24 targets in the red zone last year, tops in the league.
And that's what you do when you have a tight end who understands how to get open in tight spaces. Gronk knows how to do that. Tyler Eifert does it well in Cincinnati. Kyle Rudolph emulates those guys.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bradford on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Jonathan Stewart. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try the air now with Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start the drive with Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
They run it again with Cook, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action now. Bradford. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Captain Mutterland. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Knocked down from the side, right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Back to it after the pick 6, Bradford. And Rudolph has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Bradford. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end, Rudolph. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Bradford finding Rudolph there for a Viking first.
You talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Now Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 83 catches last year, 3rd among NFL tight ends. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time, Newton to Benjamin. 55 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Stewart on first. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. first and 10. Bradford. There's a nice move. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first. Bradford saying, let's go, fellas, urging his guys to get set.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Bradford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To the air again with Bradford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Bradford now from the 50. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on 3rd down. Bradford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play really nice.
Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cornelder, the rookie from Miami. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with a lightning-quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's complete to Diggs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Bradford. And Diggs has it. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Going deep for Diggs. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Bradford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Forbath for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And zero excuses.
but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL, and it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 34-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And Forbath will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Stewart. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Now Newton on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and 10. Newton again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And we're back now in Charlotte. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Bradford on second down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And Following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down throw for Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Newton gives off to Stewart. And some room to work. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In the red zone this time. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Broken tackle. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Throwing here, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he's going to pull his way in for a Panther score. Jonathan Stewart with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And some room to roam now. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot...